Good on you, Chelsea. 18 to 24 years young. Super performance, beautiful.
So much emotion. It's just an incredible thing to watch these athletes. Chelsea, well done, sweetheart. What an emotional finish.
All right, she's a first time in Ironman.
Gracie, do you have anything to say? Hey, she tried to eat it. What? I'm doing a YouTube video. Okay, let's do it. Come on, Chelsea. This is fun. I've been wanting to do this for so long. Oh my god, what am I doing? Hey guys! Oh my god, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Hey guys! Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chelsea Seymour. I did do a post on my Instagram saying I was about to start a YouTube channel. And yeah, I had a lot of people, I asked them for some video recommendations, and pretty much majority of people wanted to have like a sit down, get to know me sort of video. And I know these videos can sometimes not be the most entertaining or engaging sort of videos, but it's definitely fitting as a first YouTube video. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into it and let you know a bit about me, and we can go from there. So I've written some notes down, and some people would say a triathlete. I like to say I'm an Ironman athlete, as I predominantly just do half Ironman and full Ironman races. I am in the 18 to 24 category, and I live on the north side of Brisbane. I am an age grouper. I do work full-time shift work, so training and balancing training and shift work can definitely be a bit challenging at times, but I think there are a lot of people out there in the same boat as me, so I'd love to share my story, my journey, and how I pretty much manage and balance those two aspects of life. And so pretty much the purpose of this channel, I just want to have like a recording. Well, I am going to Kona again this year, which for those of you who don't know is the Ironman World Championships, and it's held in October in Kona, Hawaii. I have been there previously in 2022 and came 5th in my age group, which is a podium spot for the World Championships. But yeah, there's always that, you always want that little bit more. The race didn't go perfectly, so I'd love to go back there again this year and just give it my best shot, and hopefully that'll show my results. I want to do this channel to basically, it is a lot for myself. I would love to have video documentaries to sort of look back on my journey to Kona, and I do have some exciting things coming up this year, especially around like the end of April, May-ish. I won't share with you what it is yet, but I am traveling somewhere and I am doing something very, very, very exciting, so I really want to document that journey as well. And I think there'd be a lot of people out there that are age groupers like myself that would be excited to see that there are opportunities for us that are equally as good as the opportunities that some of the pros get. A lot of people wanted to know how I got into Ironman, which I think is a pretty standard question. And for those of you that don't even really follow Ironman, if you are watching, and an Ironman event is pretty much a super long endurance triathlon event. It consists of a 3.8 kilometer swim, 180 kilometer bike ride, and a 42.2 kilometer run consecutively. Yeah, and then so after the whole swimming phase, I think I was around 17, maybe like that I was like towards the end of school pretty much. I started to get a bit more into like other sports like rugby sevens, and I really enjoyed like a team sport in a different aspect, because swimming can be, as much as you have your team around you, it is a very individual sport. So yeah, I played rugby sevens for a bit and had a lot of fun there, but I did get a lot of my injuries, pretty much all my injuries from rugby sevens, unfortunately. So injury-wise, I have ruptured my right ACL and I tore all the left ligaments in my left ankle. So I've had surgery for both of those. Well, I think I ruptured my ACL first, and then I had to rehab for that, which took about like 6 months to a year. And then I got back into rugby sevens and I tore the ligaments in my left ankle. So it was another lot of 6 months to a year of rehab. So I had about 2 years where I wasn't in the best state. Mentally, I put on a heap of weight. I was the heaviest I ever got to. I think I got up to like 85 kilos or something like that, and to me that's just insane. I look back on photos and I don't even recognize myself. But yeah, I did that, and then yeah, so how I got into that, well, so growing up my whole life I've pretty much been a very competitive swimmer. I've competed state and nationally for swimming. I started at the Redcliffe Performance Centre, so the head coach there, his name was Ken Wood, and he coached a lot of people like Kylie Palmer, Jeff Hugel, Melissa Gorman, my sister, who was also a Australian open water swimmer. And yeah, pretty much when I started in the junior squad there with the coach Wanda, and it was a lot of fun. And then I got to about 11 years old and I qualified for like my first nationals. And I remember the day when the head coach Ken Wood, he came up to me and he was like, look, we want to move you up into our squad. And I obviously accepted and was like, yeah, okay. I was 11 years old at the time, which is crazy to look back on and think back on, because I know now, like if I had my own kids, I don't even think I would want my kids moving up to a little squad like that. You went to like 7 to 10 sessions a week straight away at 11 years old, as well as like going to school, doing homework, like balancing friends. Like it's just crazy to look back on. But I remember when he told me, and I like went home, and obviously like my parents and like everyone was excited, and I was excited and like nervous. And I just cried for like 3 days because I was like, oh my God, like there's so many sessions, and like there's like Chinese swimmers that come over to that squad. But it's the whole story. But yeah, that's pretty much, I've been swimming pretty much since, I don't know, I guess my parents would probably say since I started walking, or maybe even before, I don't really know. But pretty much my whole life. So swimming, my whole life growing up was revolved around swimming, and so that's something that does help a little bit in an Ironman in some aspect. How I got into Ironmans, pretty much my dad knew this guy, Michael Gray. Hi Michael, if you're watching. And yeah, he was a really nice guy, and Dad mentioned he's done some Ironmans, and like back then I didn't even know what an Ironman was. I was like, what? And then Dad would tell me, and I'm like, holy crap, like that's actually a long way. But I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I couldn't even imagine doing something like that. And I think Nick was like, oh, why don't you try a triathlon? And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, maybe I will. And so I think the first ever, I might have tried one small Bribey triathlon hit out. So I did that, and I think I came first in my age or something there, and I was like, wow, this was actually like a lot of fun. Like, I want to do a half Ironman, like sign me up. So I signed up for Sunny Coast half Ironman, and in the time Mick had like a training program, and my dad and I were kind of just doing a similar sort of program to him, but we were mainly just making up along the way. And then yeah, so we did that first half Ironman, and I think I came third in my age group, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, that was like the most fun that I've ever had. It was hard, but yeah, a side note, if you don't know me, I'm a massive glutton for punishment. I absolutely love it. I love the pain. I love like the feeling of finishing an Ironman and feeling like completely depleted and just you left everything out there and you can't walk properly for a week, or like that's just stuff I thrive for. I love that sort of pain, which is so crazy to like say, but yeah, it's a little bit weird, but we're all a little bit weird, aren't we? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I did the Sunny Coast half Ironman, and I was like, holy hell, like third in my age group for my first ever, pretty much my first ever Ironman labeled race. And I was like, far out, like I want to do a full Ironman. And I remember turning to Dad and I was like, Dad, I want to do a full Ironman, like let's do it. My dad hadn't even done half Ironman, and he was like, yeah, okay. And so we both did our full Ironman in Cairns together for the first time. Man, like I was so emotional that race, like even just thinking back to it now. I'll probably insert some, the clip of me coming over the finish line, because like that first Ironman, gee, it's emotional. But every red carpet on an Ironman is just like, it's a feeling you can't even explain. It's just to know you've like done so much hard work and you've trained so hard, you've sacrificed so many things, and to like get to the end of that race and just be so proud of yourself. Like, it was such an emotional race for me, and pretty much after I finished that Ironman Cairns race, I just knew that like this was my sport and this is 110% like what I want to do for my life. I need a break a bit so I don't get too emotional. Yeah, as you can see, I absolutely love Ironman with my whole heart, and it's definitely not a sport for the faint-hearted. It is a sport that takes up a lot of your time, it takes up a lot of your money. It's definitely very hard to like find that right balance, but if you can find a balance between your work life and Ironman or like whatever sport you're doing, like you're gonna be, in my personal opinion, you're gonna just be so much happier in life. Like I have such a supportive partner, thankfully, because I do train at the moment with full-time shift work and Ironman training. Well, I'm only really training for a half Ironman at the moment because I do have 2 half Ironmans before I have Kona. So I'm averaging about 20 hours a week with full-time shift work. It is difficult, but it is doable, and I am finding that balance a little bit better as the training blocks are going on, so which is really cool. I don't want to make this first video too long because I don't want people to get uninterested, but yeah, I thought I'd just sit down, let's just kickstart this YouTube channel, let's just throw a bit of myself out there, and I'd love to know what sort of videos you guys would like to see. Obviously, I'm really keen on doing those like weekly the weekly training videos of like life as an Ironman athlete, as I like to call myself. I got sidetracked, sorry, I could talk a lot. But I address like some more of like the training and nutrition side of stuff like in other videos down the track. For now, I think this is a good start. I think you've got to know me a little bit, sort of what my background story was. Obviously, I can elaborate on a bit more if you'd like to know. And if there's anything that I haven't covered now, I'll definitely cover in other videos. But yeah, leave a comment down below of anything you'd like to see. If you like this video, if you didn't really like this video, I'd love to know so I can like engage with you guys a bit more and hopefully improve on that if it wasn't something that everyone liked. Literally been wanting to start a YouTube channel ever since I was really little. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do on YouTube, and obviously I never even knew I was gonna do Ironmans growing up. So now that I am doing it, I'm like, this is something I really want to do. For me, like, oh, another side note, I think the reason I want to do YouTube or get into YouTube is like growing up, and especially when I started Ironman training in about 2021. So it's been about 4 years of Ironman training at the moment. And I know that when I started, I'm a YouTube girl. I love watching YouTube. I watch so many YouTube videos. I'll go to watch Netflix and I'll be like, I don't feel like watching a whole season, so I'll just watch a YouTube video. And yeah, I used to always watch videos like of girls around my age, like starting Ironman, getting into Ironman, and I'm like, well, I'm in Ironman, I'm a young girl, like I'd love to get it out there and like hopefully encourage or help other people, especially girls around my age, along the way, or get involved in this Ironman journey, because it's something that's truly turned my whole life around, like, and I'm truly grateful. I've met so many amazing people. Like, I'm very, very, very grateful for all the people in my corner, and yeah, I'm so excited for what this year's to bring, and I can't wait to bring you guys all along on the journey. So I hope you can continue watching my videos and I can make your day a little bit better, or maybe give you a bit of information on something. I will disclaim, I have absolutely no degrees. I'm not a nutritionist. I've never gone to uni. I don't have any degrees. I'm purely just a age group athlete who does shift work, and that's it. And if any of you can relate to that, then I'd love you to follow my channel. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble on about myself for this first get to know me YouTube video. I'll insert some clips of my Ironman journey along the way. I can't say exactly at the moment how often I'll be uploading because I need to do this editing stuff. I have to edit this video and then I'll see how long the editing process sort of takes me, and then we will go from there on maybe how often I'll post or upload or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm really excited to start this channel. And did it just die? I don't know. Thanks for watching. I'm really excited to start this channel, and I hope you can all follow me along on this journey to Kona. And yeah, I guess we'll wait and see what my next video is. Bye guys.